All right, everybody, this is Phoebe. I am here to show you how to set up your system uh, for recording Magic the Gathering Arena. So, when you open up OBS, and I'm using the 64-bit version of just plain OBS, for the first time, you will have nothing in your sources and nothing in your scenes. Yours may look a little bit different. First thing we need to do is go into Settings, and I usually have advanced settings options available, so you may or may not. But the first thing you want to do is go to the output, and you want to change the recording format from FLV to either MP4 or MKV. Either one will work. I prefer MKV, but you should also use MP4. Um, The rest of this stuff is fine. Leave the output mode as simple. Make sure you know where you're recording, so it will go from there. You can leave recording quality same as stream. Don't worry about that. Um, in stream, you'll have options such as being able to attach Twitch, a few other things. We'll get to that in a little bit. But the main things you want to make sure that you are aware of are in the output that you have the recording format set to something other than FLV. Now for video, the base resolution is basically how much space you have to work with. And then the output resolution is the size of your final window. So right now, I am taking a base resolution at 1:1 pixel with my screen and scaling that down to 720p. Leave FPS at 30. I would probably leave the output resolution a little bit lower than your standard resolution, but you don't need to worry about that. Just make sure that your base resolution is the same as your monitor that you're recording. So with all that set, advanced, you mostly don't need to worry about this stuff. If you want to enable a stream delay when you're streaming, we'll get back to that in a little bit. But for right now, you really don't need most of the stuff here. So once you've done that, hit OK. And now we're going to create a new scene. So go over here to the scenes, and it will say here. So I'm going to put Magic the Gathering Arena as the name of the scene. Now that does not automatically capture your window. As you can see, Magic Arena is not running down here for me. So I'm actually going to start that. I have an Elgato box, so that's great. Now you'll see that it's capturing it right now on this, but that's because my recording software that I'm using the version of OBS that I'm using to record this, is recording my entire desktop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this, and we still have Magic Arena running in the background. And you're probably not hearing anything, or maybe you did. Probably heard some desktop audio as Magic started up. Now, a couple other things you need to be aware of. There's an audio mixer over here. This will tell you what your sound levels are. Now, I'm not going to add my own audio to this, but what we're going to do now is for the scenes, we have Magic Arena selected, so we're going to go over to sources, and it's going to say you don't have any sources. You need to fix that. So you click the plus button, and for this, you're going to want either window capture or game capture. I'm not sure which one. Try it. Either one will work. Otherwise, you could just do display capture, but that's a last resort. Right now, we're going to try window capture. So here it's going to say create new. It's already selected. And we're going to go Magic Arena window. We have to make sure that any source has a unique name. So we'll hit OK. And now it's going to say, what window do you want? Well, we don't want that. That's completely wrong. So we need to select MTGA or MTGA EXE. So that's what we definitely want. And as you can see, now we're capturing that window, and that's cool. All right. At this point, you're going to want to change this to match title, otherwise find window of same type, which is default. I usually go with find window of same executable, just to make things a little bit easier on myself. All the other stuff you can leave alone. Hit OK. Now this red box around here allows you to resize the window. Now this will work even if you have Magic set to full screen like I do. So I'm going to jump back here. Now if you don't want to resize the window, just hit this lock button. Okay. All right, so with Magic running in the background and you've got OBS ready to go, all you need to do is hit the Start Recording button. And at that point, you'll start recording. Then you can tab back to Magic and do your thing. It's really that simple. So if you are not interested in streaming or setting up a stream, you can stop here. Just make sure that you get the videos to us in a timely fashion. But for streaming, the instructions are going to start now. So let's go to settings. And here, remember when I said stream, we're going to go ahead and do this later. Well, this is now later, so we're doing this now. So you select your service. Most of the time, it's either going to be Twitch, YouTube, or maybe Twitter/Periscope, but don't worry about that. What we're going to do though is the easiest way to do it actually is via Twitch stream key. So what will happen is you'll leave this as server auto recommended. It'll tell you what you want. You'll go to this link in a browser and it will say, hey, you can get a stream key on your dashboard. I'm not going to click this now because, quite frankly, you can do that anywhere. And of course, if you do that, you've also got your pick of applications here. And of course, if you do the Twitch Studio Beta, a lot of this stuff is just automatically done and you don't need to worry about it at all. But for right now, let's go back here. Once you go to your dashboard in Twitch and get your stream key, all you need to do is paste it in here and then hit OK. And then you can start streaming whenever you want to start streaming. Again, it's that simple. I don't know how it works with YouTube. You probably would need to, let's see here under YouTube. Yep, it does have a stream key. Twitter also has a stream key option. I really don't know who uses Mixer or Restream, but if those are options for you, go right ahead. We're going to hit cancel on this. But yeah, that's all there is to it. And then uploading to YouTube or to Twitch is really up to you. Just do your thing. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. And good luck to everybody who's playing.